evening, everyone. I've gathered y'all here tonight to give y'all a persuasion speech on why y'all should join the cross-country team. So without any real experience with running cross-country, I don't think you can fathom what it's like to be part of this amazing team. So hopefully after this speech, I am able to persuade y'all to join the local cross-country team. So think about, in a couple of years, you're up in the morning for your early morning walk, and you're in the park and you see this pack of people running, and they are super thin and fit, and they are looking like they're having a great time living life, and they are flying, and it's like the cross country team, and you're like, man, I wish I could be part of that. So not enough people, I think, realize how great of a sport cross country is. But to me, it's more than a sport. It's been like a brotherhood. So I've done like a lot of like research into like experience, and I truly believe cross country is like the best sport. And I'll go around and like always ask people and students, what they think about cross country and running, and most people are like, "Ew, no, I would never do that. That sounds miserable." But I'm hoping today y'all can put away your bias and hear me out for a few minutes. So never have I been part of a brotherhood or a team like the cross-country team. Let's Run says XC, which stands for cross country, is more of a team sport than any other sport because it requires every single athlete to perform. Other sports, you can get away with taking a play off or being lazy, and someone else will be there to back it up, but not cross country. Brian Schweitzler's blog says, he actually kind of like explained how the cross-country scoring system works, and he said that you take the first 5 runners on each team and their place numbers, and you add them up to get the total team score. So even if you have the number 1 runner or the number 1 like winner overall, it still takes everyone else to do their job and do their best for your team to win. And I've had a lot of personal experience like elementary school and like middle school with doing like other sports like football, basketball, and baseball, but never have I experienced like a brotherhood or a team like the cross-country team. So now that I've showed y'all the team aspect of cross-country, now we can get into like the personal benefits. By far, it is one of the best ways to get in shape and to stay extremely healthy and fitness. People will always mumble about not being in shape, and I will always tell them, why don't you start running? And they're like, running sucks, I hate it. But the Odyssey Online gave a story about a kid who had never run cross country before, had never done sports, and he decided he was going to try out for the cross country team, and he hated it at first. But by the end of it, he grew to love it, and it turned out he was in the best shape of his entire life. But not only is it going to get you in shape, but it's great for like your health. Running Competitor talks about how when you're running at a very intense level, your arteries expand and contract, which helps strengthen your heart, which keeps your blood pressure low and your heart rate low. The Running Competitor also talks about how it builds up your immune system, so it helps you fight off illnesses and diseases. So the health benefits are clear, but let's start talking about the physical benefits of running. It's the best way to get thin. If you look at a common theme across the cross-country team, it's they're all extremely thin and fit. Runner's World states that compared to walkers, runners lost more weight over a 6-year period due to something called the afterburn effect. So when you run at a high intensity level and stop, your body actually continues to burn more calories. So pretty much if you run a lot and hard, you will be able to burn calories by sitting around and doing nothing. My friends always ask me how I'm able to have like an endless black hole in my stomach but still stay extremely thin, and it's simply because I run a lot. Very Well Fit says people use running a lot to lose weight, but they don't. I messed up. People use running a lot to lose weight, and the American Council report said exercise running is the best form of exercising to lose weight compared to like swimming, biking, rock climbing, etc. So in conclusion, we all know that cross country isn't the coolest thing or the most popular sport around, but I hope after today you see how great the cross country team is. I can't describe to you the bond I have. You simply have to experience on the cross country team to just see like how great it is. Like the bond I'm able to still have with my teammates back in high school is unbreakable. The health benefits may not be appealing, but if you want to rock and body and to stay thin and have a great team, I suggest that you join your local cross country team. Thank you all.